we're a branding, marketing, sales training firm. We help people figure out their messages, and then we help them learn how to communicate them. But because of these beliefs I've shared with you, you can imagine we spend a lot of time way beyond the marketing and sales departments, helping companies get everybody in the company to work together to create one customer experience. And one thing I've discovered is this, is that when the people who work for a company share a set of habits, it can lead to this feeling of brand harmony. What does the word habit mean when you hear that word? Define the word habit for me. So autopilot. Okay, what else? Okay, so what else does habit mean? Routine. Second nature. Recurring. And when you've got habits, you've got things that you can do automatically without having to really think about it. You know, a lot of our behavior is habitual. I've read it up to 40% of our behavior is habitual. Now, you may be thinking, wait a minute, Steve, you're talking about habits, but you were telling us to improvise and be fluid. Aren't those contradictory terms? No, they're not. If you've got a habit of walking into a conversation with a colleague or a customer, and your habit is to listen before you talk, that's a habit that's going to help you create the right response for this colleague or this customer. If your habit is when you're with a customer to talk more about them than about you, that's a great habit to have. So habits can help you improvise. In fact, I think life is really all about creating great habits that help us encounter the novel, unique situations we encounter all day. Our lives are filled with improv. All day long we're improvising. We're an improvising species. Every one of you, you are amazing at improvising. You know how I know that? Because you're human. And human beings evolved to improvise. We had to. If we had set procedures in life, we would have been eaten by lions, right? We had to figure out how to navigate around these crazy situations. So you're capable of doing this, but if you think of how you improvise, it's because you've got great habits. Driving habits. You have good habits about driving so that if something happens, you improvise around an obstacle. So what I want you to think about right now are what are some of the habits? That's something I'd like you to write down for a minute, and then we'll share some ideas. If everybody who worked for AVI Systems shared a set of, let's say, 5 or 8 habits, key behaviors that every one of you do, every one of you. What are some of the habits you'd like to see all 500 people do that would translate to a great experience for your customers? Take a moment and write down a few behaviors.